So anyone, what I think foreign reserves is one of the key things that to define the accumulate. I'm sorry, to define the stabilities of the countries. And they suggesting. So you can,
Uh,
yeah, go on.
I think it will affect the exchange rate of a country. For example, like when you don't have enough foreign currency to exchange for your domestic, when your company needs the foreign one to do business, then it will raise the demand for the foreign currency, and the exchange rate will raise higher. Then it may affect your financial stability, the purchasing power.
Um, not. It can be. It can be. It can be. It can be. But what's more? What's more? Can be. If we keep foreign reserve too little, the fluctuations in the exchange rate could be like quite difficult to do business, right? And what else? It's quite good point.
Mm. It also that when the exchange rate rise too high or too low, the governments can through the foreign reserve at to control the exchange rates.
What you say again? If it's too low to have government, what are you doing?
The governments can use their foreign reserve that they reserve to control the exchange rates.
So we will intervene, right? Intervene right, in the market, right? Okay, can be right. They can use of security instruments, so they can be able to influence into the market. Can be, yes, I do agree with that. What else? You can go into in the correct tracks. Or what else? No, anyways, like on the thing that you can close it correct. So foreign reserve accumulation, if they are really high, so it's mean like they can cater for a lot of transaction, isn't it? Quite a lot of transactions happening without affecting the exchange rate is the thing that the own government. So for business, they for like for Vietnam, we don't really we're not really keen on too low or too high our interest rates. Our purpose, like government purpose, is to stabilize the exchange rate. Stabilize, what does it mean? Stabilize, it mean like it can fluctuate to certain degrees, but not much. Why is that? Because our countries imported quite a lot of products, and with assemblies, we produce something new completely, and we export to other countries. So we use a lot of raw material from other countries, and if the fluctuation in the pricing, they have to use a lot of hedging equipment, and it means cost them money as well. So it's not really practical to do that for company to always exercise that situations. So again, like foreign reserves, be able to give the government have a certain degree to stabilize the market a little bit, right? They can move, but not that much. So you look at the China, for instance. China is the one in China case study. All right, you can like you can literally let down and read but I think they're over here. Not many people. You you have you guys doing PSO, isn't it? Or you done it last years? I forgot. You studying that, right? PSO. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, you're studying right now, isn't it? Right.
Yes.
All right, very good. So again, so you can get familiar with that as well. So again, so try to find quite a few paper over here, so you can understand like what we want to try as well. So China like kind of using like fixed exchange rates to grow their countries. So they fixed exchange rate in 2005. So why do you think like a lot of country doesn't like that fixed exchange rates? Why is that? Why China can be able to use fixed exchange rates, but not other countries. So I mean, like there are a lot of cases fail when we're using fixed exchange rate, isn't it? Right? Where China doesn't fail, and what they are sacrificing by using fixed exchange rates. And anyone with any idea? So for the first questions, back in China, like why a lot of country forced China to go away with to escape the fixed exchange rate in 2005 over here, right? Um, I will send a link to you as well to look at this one. So for you to read a lot of article, I mean like have like if you get a lot of news, a lot of want to digest that apart from about article, I mean like article is sorry, the news on papers, magazine, it's okay. However, like the word however, like all of the news newspaper for somehow involve a little bit about like what we call like political views. So, so I would love you. I would love you guys stay away a bit from that one because you should not just because they it's it's not it's hidden the some key true information. So one of a better way to do that is like you look at a lot of research or topic paper and you just read abstract read abstracts is the best. So somehow by using this one, you kind of like get an idea faster as well, and it's not too difficult. Because why is that? Because in summaries, have like they already like summarize where that's help us to understand it easier. And don't and if you are interested and want to go crazy with methodology, go below. But other than that, read news in the paper. not too bad, right? In hot topic, they will find the ways to accumulate information to you as well. Actually, one of the best ways that if you look at the history, right? You had the case study before. Look at the paper, right? There's quite a few people doing that, and Kaplan they using love citation from one from each other. So when the paper approved for love citation on this one, there's nothing going wrong with that. So you know that they are own information and free from personal opinions. That's like what I love to read through about. So an idea. So why? And I guessing why China want like like why other country why a lot of country again China fixed interest rates and want the country moved from that 2005.
Because the maintenance of fixed exchange rate, they prevent they prevent the free capital flows in and out of China, and that if they can provide free capital flow, then the rights of the investor will be protected. So I think that's why they want China to remove the fixed exchange rate.
Not quite, not quite, not quite. Because if the one of the purpose of fixed exchange rate, you know what happens? Like the Europeans want to use fixed exchange rates. I give you an idea of that. The Europeans want to use fixed exchange rate. So fixed exchange rates, what happened for fixed exchange rates? Could help the investor reduce the agency cost. Agency cost, it means like when the rate fluctuates, there will be agent to balance it out to meet demand. So you will make a percentage of that for agency, right? So we call it agency problems. So agency cost as well. So if there is fixed exchange rate, you ignore the cost. Well, then no agency for anyone to make profits. So that reason why uh, fixed exchange rates will help reduce or quite a lot of costs and make investor make decision faster. However, it's not like however in China we should not talk about this well. We talk about different things. China, if they use fixed exchange rate, people foreign company will invest more in China as well because they understand how much do they get out. Right. So why a lot of country doesn't like fixed exchange rates? It like doesn't like China using fixed exchange rates. Yeah. Okay. La, la, la. Sorry, ma. So again, why China? Why a lot of country doesn't love China using fixed exchange rate? Anyone raise your hands? So we've talked to you a little bit about that. So they move away from fixed exchange rate, continue to stabilize with respect to US dollar, 2005, 2015. What does it mean? What does it make sense? So it means that like they move away from from fixed exchange rates to very controllable uh, increasing exchange rates with risk to dollar. So what is result of not using fixed exchange rate? Anyone? To be on, you can literally look at results on this screen already. Sorry guys. Right, so I will bring it to you as well. So the key thing as well, like not using fixed exchange rates, a lot of countries force China not using a fixed exchange rate because they want the China products is very competitive. So they want China won't destroy their industry by using extremely competitive pricing. So one of the best way of doing that is force China to increase the fixed exchange rates. So your knowledge, when China increase fixed exchange rates, what is the result in in economy in people lifestyle? Guessing.
When the China increased its uh, exchange rates, then the currency of China currency will become cheaper and it
Become
will be
stronger. Become
able
stronger.
to increase the interest rates and oh yeah, increase the interest rate and it will become stronger. Uh, oh sorry again. When it's increase the exchange rates, then China like have some do something to increase the exchange rates, then its currency will become cheaper and it will be able to
Become more expensive. Their currency become more expensive.
now the exchange rate is increasing. So China will become China currency will become cheaper, right? Because one of a US dollar will be able to exchange for more China.
I mean, like the thing is that by moving away from fixed exchange rates, it results in China currency become more expensive with again other currency. So China moving away from fixed exchange rates, their currency becomes stronger against the US dollar. It's mean like $1 now they can exchange for less of yuan yen, yuan I think. China currency now. Less China currency.
Yes, so when that happened, um, China imports will increase
Import to increase. Why?
because because China will be able to exchange for more US dollars, so they will buy more stuff from foreign currency from foreign country.
All right. Okay. What else? That result in people lifestyle. What happened? What happened for people lifestyle?
Let me think more.
Right. Improve people lifestyle. Right. People when have high income, they will purchase more of imported products. So to give you an idea with that. So in 2005, one of rule in China is that like when China company want to do business, is that they have to and China be able to use fixed exchange rate relative laws. What the condition for that? What the condition for them to keep using fixed exchange rate quite for so long? Right. So in order to use fixed exchange rate, the answer as well is that they most of products they are exporting using raw material from China. Right? China they got extremely wealth of resources in terms of like one famous one like textiles, for instance, like all the textile in the world right now using China from China as well. Like Vietnamese is not different. So we import it from China and pre-produce that with our style, right? Right. So there are quite few conditions for the firm using fixed exchange rate, right? Quite few conditions. Uh, and also for China companies, they when they the government will not give them a lot of freedom to exchange the money overseas. They should have to earn money from overseas and use that money to buy raw material from other countries as well. So they don't give the credit for the Chinese company to get the first foreign exchange. So very strictly about that to keep the abundant foreign reserve. So back to the topic over here. So you're going to describe about think about domestic financial instability and stabilities. It means like they about three event periods that illustrate for like domestic stability and instability. It's mean like and using PVP for that event. Using a PVP table. PVP table is mean like you will find out the pricings of three items before the event and after the event, right? And you compare contrast each other. So for three So three event period represent mystic component. So it can be crisis, it can be not crisis, it can be growing period of time, right? Because for instance, Nigeria used to be very rich nation, like our country, Vietnamese cannot compare to Nigeria at some point at the time. They're rich nation. So any more questions about that? So stability and instability as well in your country, in the chosen country, right? For Thailand, like you can describe when they're growing, when they burst as well. So why not, right? We always try to study how the right policy, the right exchange rate lead to the plusum in the economies that the key things we're growing for that. Apart from that, like we also study crisis, but study about how well they have performed in the past as well. As I'm expecting to illustrate that. And why PPP is that like whenever the good stability happen in the countries, the PP level we perform certain level, right? The people we buy certain products at a certain price and in across other nations as well. Alright. So we explain. So the next question, if you're not don't have any more questions, we move on. Next point is that. So yeah, condition for country to get foreign reserve and what are the main product trading in good currencies should be issued for the country. So it gives you an idea for that. Right. The idea for that, like there is a story about like the let's say the North Sea oils, the North Sea oil, and it profiled that the North Sea oils has been that industry had bring a lot billion-dollar to for British, right? And however, like during the Thatcher area, it's mean the 1970s, 1980s, and they prefer to say that because of in this industry, it destroys all the manufacturing industry in the UK, and this industry is a result for that consequence. And the idea for that, why the growing from one industry will destroy other industry. Not CR, for instance. So that's why I'm asking you, Greg, about like a condition for country to get foreign reserve, right? And what are the main product trading in good currency should be easier for the country as well. Like, should the country rely too much on that industry? Should it be an issue? So yes, it will be an issue, right? That I'm asking to you as well. The answer yes. And in the UK, it literally destroys all manufacturing industries. So any idea? The volunteer to answer the questions? Any idea? You time to think about that. Was like give you a not spring. So again, so I can give you an idea for that as well. So for the country, so uh, to in order to sell in order to sell more object products, what is the best way to do? Yeah, so if you got like identical product with your competitor, what's the best way for you to compete with other competitor if your product is identical?
Sell it at lower cost, lower price.
Lower price, lower price, lower price, lower price. So similar with exchange rate, isn't it? Right. So the government should create like have like very act very like good exchange rates for the country to export easily, right? Correct. So, however, like for the country, if they got one or two very strong industry, like this one, for instance, like the North Sea oil, what happened? The next is that the next like on like the exchange rate because a lot of country will exchange for their currency to buy oil, so their currency become pretty much strong. You know what happened? So again, the government cannot really support all the manufacturing industry to become very obsolete. You understand? If the can, if the products if other industry is not competitive enough in terms of the pricings and in terms of the qualities and only compete in prices, and the whole economy it relies on few industry. The government cannot ever support the exchange rate for them to lower and get sell products, and all of the industry will dying out. Similar to in the UK as well. In 1970, 1980, there were quite a lot of manufacturing industry in the UK. However, when they discover oil, we could not see oil. And literally, right over the few years, the pound increased very competitive, and a lot of manufacturing cannot compete with that, and they went bankruptcy. And again, this one, when you illustrate this one, try to understand few country over here. They got a similar issues. How some industry will destroy other industry as well. A certain aspect.
So can you explain again?
All right, explain again. Like for instance, like the in the North Sea, right? Because of like the high demand of the oil at the time. You understand? So there will be a lot of demand for oil. So a lot of demand for the currency to exchange and to buy oil, right?
Yes.
Yes. So it will push up the currency because currency is using free floating rate. The government, the UK, the UK agree with that. They will not interfere, right? Agrees at some point. If they before they going to meet the it's caught them pretty much when they try to use fixed exchange rate, isn't it? Right? To live for the market free floating rate, so it puts up the price of power pretty much. And the power is too strong. What happened? And all the product cannot export apart from oil.
Yes, I understand.
Right. Okay. So it's mean like it literally destroys all the product, all the productivities of other manufacturing. So what happened? It leave the country only the luxuries or services, right? So you rarely see they can manufacturing and make money, right? Because the currency is too strong, they cannot do that, right? That's why you look at the Middle East, right? Isn't it? Middle East only concentrates on what? Concentrate on services, trading services, finance, and we call it black finance, maybe because if you got money and you want to skip away from the mainstream, try the country, they're allowed to do so. Happy to receive money. And also like oil, when they good at oil, they will destroy other manufacturing product as well. Not competitive enough. So by ways it leads to other country can be able to take up the manufacturing process. They're more competitive. So you think how it's work, right? So it depends, right? You should understand that and get to idea with other. So that's why if the country depend too much on one thing, maybe good, maybe not, maybe bad, or maybe you should uh, balance out that possible. The way they do balance out that is that to keep the manufacturing. What happens for a lot of country? So for other manufacturing, how the country can keep them running, right? To keep them running. Uh, the how to keep them within the country is if for a lot of country what they're doing is provide subsidiary. Wait, sorry, subsidize for other industries. Right, one of the famous industries received the most subsidized in the world is what? Guessing what industry received the most subsidized in the world? Guessing, you might guess. Nothing wrong with that. All right. What the industry that get the most subsidy in the world is agriculture, right? So the country want to keep agriculture products within the countries for the security purpose that they give a lot of subsidy, right? And that's it. And last but not least, for your assets, how you like for your personal assets, for instance, like how you should like in context of Vietnam as well, how should you hedge against the risk, right? You can say there are quite risks that you'll be able to hedge against, right? The financial instability and stability for you. What should you do to hedge against that risk as personal view as well? All right, that's it. Any more question?
Teachers,
Yes.
about the PPP table for each event. Uh, I don't really understand it. Can you explain it again, or can you show me an like example of it?
I can give you a example of that. So I like to write down PVP table. For instance, like you going to compare and contrast, right? Before like the price of oils, and like purchasing power in like oils or meat, for instance, chicken or beef or whatever that you choosing, and you compare one country to other country. Right. So after the event, you compare that product again with one price, one purchasing power as well. All right. So give you an idea with that. You see how the purchasing power changes. So you can choose fixed country as well to compare and contrast. To choose three items.
So like for each question, like for example, like the first question lists three event period that present the domestic financial instabilities. Like for example, like the oil situation that you refer to, right? Like when they discover the oil, and that is the events where it's representing the domestic financial instability. Like, is it what you mean?
It's been like you can choose the growing period, like instabilities can be crisis, and stabilities is the period that they are growing. Two periods, for instance, like two period that they're growing, good period that they are growing the most.
Yes. So like for the first question, it will be choosing for example, a crisis period, and then
And non-crisis as well. If you want, when going
yes,
crisis and non-crisis as well, yes.
yes, and then for each of these events, for example, in the crisis, we will compare the price of the product
Yeah,
in
yes,
our
yes,
country and other country.
yes.
Yes, and then for the third one, uh, it would be it will
So
be
so you look at like the export and import of the countries to see how they can get the foreign reserve, right? So what are you doing, all right? How they accumulate the foreign reserve, right?
yes,
But
and then
what? Yes, go on.
yes, and then what is the main product trading in which currency? Like for example, the oil, and then how it will affect to the product in our country that we mentioned in the question too, right?
Yes, how does it affect the country as well? For instance, if they rely too much on one or two products, it can be the issue as well.
Yes,
And there are quite a lot of
and
article. There are quite a lot of article about that. Yes. Um,
yes,
and they calling that uh, uh, tulip economies. You have before. Let's say
yes. Meaning, what do you mean to live economy?
uh, this is that what we call mania. It's tulip mania.
Yes, yes. Like it depends too much on the trading of tulip, then it would be an issue. Yeah.
Yes, it can be. So it's simple with that. So some country doesn't have that. Some country have that. So just think about it as well. Just read right now. And
Yes.
and for your assets, for instance, like stay in Vietnam, for instance, how you should head against the risk, right? You can say that economics in the world can go up and go down, right? Isn't it? And we never knows about what happen in the future. How can we hedge our asset against that?
Like this is like when we purchasing a foreign asset. Like for example, our team is Thailand, and for your asset, it's meaning that if we purchase an asset in Thailand, they said so. How would we hedge the risk when Vietnam and Thailand's economy is fluctuating, right?
Yeah, it can be, yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
apply
Thank you.
everything, yeah. It apply everything as well.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. Any more questions, please? Please ask, please. Please. Anyone asking? All right. If there are no more questions, you wondering what happened?
Uh, can I
Yes.
ask?
Yeah, please,
Like,
please, please.
so we will present this, but it means I say that it you write the topic for report. It means that we also need
Oh,
to
no, no,
support.
no, presentation. Sorry, my typo.
Okay, okay. Just present, right?
We present, no writing.
And like it
20
means
minutes, 20 minutes for your presentation, 10 minutes for asking.
20 minutes present and 5 minutes asking.
10.
Okay. So and then like we will follow our previous company in the last week, right? And
Oh, no,
then
no, 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 no. There are no correlation. There are no correlations.
okay, so it means that they are separate, right?
Yes,
This
yes,
will be a
separate, separate.
country. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
I got.
yeah, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
separate, separate. Don't link each other. Don't link, please. Nothing to do with other. Right? Because why is that? Like if international finance, I mean, like you should understand like how can you put yourself like the companies to utilize the financial system, and you put the country and utilize the system as well. So for instance, like I give you the news that like when the world this one for reserve accumulations. So for us, like for Vietnamese country, up to now, we have done pretty good job, right? I mean, despite the political issues, political scandal, they doing brilliant job. So that's why we can be able to follow up Vietnamese companies. They don't have any problem with that. So we have a foreign reserve accumulation quite fair enough. And also, thanks for the like the deal as well. They do use bring a lot of dollar back to home and support the economies. Without them, we cannot make that. So thank you for that, pretty much as well. And what what does it mean here? What does it mean here is like we can be able to use to support our the currency in a way that to stabilize and reduce it little bit from it, and without the government, the U.S. government interfering. So if any country in the world like try to change its influence cap like the currencies against dollar or against other countries, tr- uh, um, if the country not ally with America, they will watch stop that. They will again prevent the actions, and they put a lot of like financial warnings to that countries, and our country used to be in that section, like the during the Donald Trump visited us as well. So that kind of issues. So however, now it's much better. much better. So give you an idea that like you put the context within the position. So I could guarantee that like putting your asset in Vietnam is, right now is right. It is it's not that looks much values. So I'll give you an idea that. So however, however, if you can apply that it depends on where you're staying, and you operating your business as well. You can see like how really when you're moving around, and you see like how the exchange rate do affect the people life. So the best way to for economy to improve, for the government to improve the people life, is to starting introducing the imported products. So how can they enjoy import products easier, is to increase the exchange rate. That's where documented by have a choice of choosing variety of products, by have a choice of choosing a lot of quality product of different countries, different tastes, hence improve the quality of life. All right. So we so that the two things have to memorize about that. So any more questions? So if not, so we close today and see you in next week, right? So it's I hopefully see you in the class. Uh, any more question, guys? Anyone? All right, that's it. Have a good weekend. Sorry about uh this week. I got it's hospital. All right, bye bye.